We're taking on a step in our house build that will completely transform our entrance. I'm excited right now. It's time to install our front door, but first, we have to find it. Which one is our front door? Once the door is located, it's time to get to work.
Friendly neighborhood door installer here.
We're using a pre-hung door, so the installation should be easy. Is the door in?
I don't, kind of, mostly.
Follow along as we install our front door.
Come on in.
And see if by the end of this episode, we have a front door that opens and closes successfully. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a moment of the build. All of our windows are in, so it's time to start doing our doors. Now, really quickly, the last time we were chatting with you guys, we mentioned that we hauled in the 2 big sliding doors and realized that they have a flange on them, which means we need to install them from the outside. So it's going to be a little bit of an issue, but I think we'll figure it out. Our front door should go in easily. So that's what we're going to try to get done today. And then we're hoping to build a platform that we're going to use to help us on our sliding glass door that's on the other side of our house, which you'll kind of see all come together. It's hard when I'm saying on this side and that side. So anyway, I'm actually going to start going through the boxes out here and find our front door, because that is a little bit of a mystery to us. And if you remember, way back when our cabin kit came, remember it came in all those crates and all those pallets. So when we have to find certain things, sometimes it's a little bit of a hunt. But luckily, as we keep going on the build, it's getting easier and easier to find things because there's becoming less and less stuff around our land. All right, our front door's in here, so we're gonna get out everything else. Spend my last cent on cheese and champagne. What a wonderful morning. Never mind, she declined to the first date. It was only on my birthday. Never mind all the lines on the highway. Okay, we have everything out, and the front door is uncovered. So we're gonna pull that out, bring it into the work site, start checking out our plans, so we can get this installed. Okay, that was not our front door. So now we do get to go on a little hunt. We have a few other crates that we haven't opened, so we'll check those. We'll check the plans and figure it out and find our front door. All right, we found the crate that has the door, so we're getting that open now. I guess that things can only get better from here. Which one is our front door? You know where it is?
Bottom?
Bottom.
I lost a number, never mind, she declined to the first date. I went to Vegas with a roommate, never mind all the lines.
See, now that's a front door. That other thing that we thought was a front door, I was like disappointed. But this looks proper.
Proper.
All right, looks like we gotta move those little things, and then we can get our front door out.
Just having a good time, having a bad day, yeah.
Tough. Look at Marley. She's like, so if you guys could get that front door in, that'd be fantastic. Right? You tell him, Marley. You say, we don't bark like that around here. Lately, I've been having a really hard time being excited about our build. A lot of it is the weather, and it's just raining all the time here. But seeing our front door come out of the box and knowing we're going to get it in, it's like, I'm excited right now. So that's a good feeling, because I haven't had that for a while. Even putting in our final windows, it was just kind of like, So anyway, our goal is to get this front door in today and hopefully build a platform for our giant sliding door, and then get that in over the weekend. So that will be so cool to start seeing all the outside features come together, and then we can really get inside and work on that.
stabilize it once it's done.
Okay.
Then actually, let's put it back where it was. Here. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We need to move it over. It seems to your side just a little bit.
Ready? Huh? Okay, my side's resting.
Okay. My side's resting.
All right, I think the door is in.
Woo!
Okay, I think I'm happy-ish.
2 days ago, we were working on putting in our front door. We got the door in, we felt pretty confident, and then we opened the door and then it wouldn't close. So then we were going back and forth trying to figure out what was off, what part wasn't plumb, and all of that stuff. And we started getting it, but then we noticed the trim was not going to be flush with the door and the front of the house. So we were a little bit confused. So we called the manufacturer of our log cabin and spoke with our friend at Conestoga, and he said, oh, the instructions to have your doors stick out 3/8 of an inch past the log wall are for cabins without insulation. And our cabin has the insulation kit. So in the end, we ended up covering it with plastic and knew we'd be able to come out to it again after a giant rainstorm went through. Rainstorm is through. We're here today, and our goal is to get the door taken out first and then put back in correctly. And hopefully by this afternoon, we have a front door that opens and closes successfully. Let me in.
Come on in.
Ready? Don't. You're such a stinker.
I think is what we can do is maybe move this in and then just lay it down flat.
Okay.
Because then we can clean off the bottom of any of the caulk stuff.
Okay.
And then off the bottom of the door or the sill. And then that way it should make it easier when we're setting it back up because we just set it up from the inside.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the screws out.
So it's a good thing we had to move it because our caulk job was like really bad that we did before, huh?
Yeah.
We just want to admit that to all of you so nobody has to jump in the comments and say, what's up with all that caulk? That was our really bad job. Marley's coming to help. It is secured where you had it. I'm in the middle of the hinge. That's what I did. Okay, I've got them pushed in so they're tight. we just want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll unscrew. Okay, hello.
Hello. Friendly neighborhood door installer here.
Uh-oh, it looks like you did it wrong.
Certainly does.
It's great. Oh, there you go. You just have to really lean into it to get it to close. That's what we'll tell people.
Seems like it could go.
Just that top corner. We need your top left-hand corner to go over to the right. Yeah. I couldn't get any of that on video of how we fixed it. Because I had to hold the door and you had to do the work.
You know what we need? We need a child
I
cameraman.
know. Is the door in?
I don't, mostly.
It's good enough.
Who thought hanging pre-hung doors was gonna be so hard?
I don't know.
I didn't. I
was like, thank goodness our doors are pre-hung because we can't hang doors.
I thought it was gonna be magical. Like you just put them up and they were done.
That's kind of what I thought too. Our door is in. We had some issues, which you guys saw, where the top corner on the lock side was not closing. So we watched some YouTube tutorials and we found one where they adjusted it within the hinge, right?
Yeah, because the frame was level on both sides, but the door was just like, it was hanging down a little bit in an odd spot, like just wasn't closing right. So
Yep.
we kind of had to adjust that frame so it hung correctly.
And then
Now it
adjust
looks like
the hinge
it's
and it's
going good.
opening and closing well. So I think we've got our front door in.
Yep,
So
now
we
we
do
just
need to spray foam it and we need to put the trim around it to make sure we're water
Yep.
sealed, watertight. Is the house watertight? That seems wrong. But anyway, so water doesn't get in. I don't know if we can get that done today though.
We could
But-
spray foam it, and
okay.
then we need to put like the first layer of our stain on the trim so that
Okay.
the part that's up against the door
Is
is
treated.
stained. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we'll get done today because you're going to work.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
All right, good morning, guys. Today we finally have some nice weather. We've had about 10 inches of rain over the last week, and the forecast looks like we should have dry weather for the next 7 to 10 days. So, Sarah and I are starting a fire right now. I've got the fireplace going. We're gonna get the cabin really dry, and our big goal for today is that we are going to get the door insulated and trimmed out and start getting all of the windows with their flashing tape on. Once we do that, then we can get the trim on the windows done, because we really want to get all the windows, all the doors insulated and trimmed, so when we do get that rain in the next week, that we're ready and we don't have to worry about any damage to those exterior openings. So we are going to try to get as much done as we can today and just keep pressing through the rest of this week and get until we can get everything done. So we'll take you along for the ride.
Let's go back to hardcore building so I can eat cherry pie every day.
You're gonna do what?
A caulk line?
A caulk line. But you're not gonna make it bulging?
No, it's supposed to be skinny. It's a skinny caulk.
Okay, get the caulking. Eagle.
Oh my God! There's two, and then there's some big bird behind him. Is an osprey. There's an osprey right behind him. Where he come? Did you get any of them? We got the door all taped and caulked and ready for the trim to go on.
Yep.
So now we have our trim, and we have the backside and the sides of our trim pre-stained. So, because we're seriously worried about water damage here, because it rains like you just can't even imagine.
We just had like 10 inches.
Yeah, over like just like a week. So anyway, so we're taking every precaution we can. So now we're gonna put up the trim, and we have a top piece that goes a little bit longer than the two side pieces. So what we did was we marked the middle of the door frame on the top, and then we marked the middle of the door trim.
Marked center on each,
Yep.
and then we'll line them both up.
Yep, and it should be easy breezy. Lemon squeezy. Oh, and we're also bringing up a level so we can make sure that it's straight.
And then once we get those in, tacked in with finish nails, then we'll run beads of caulk around the finish edge to
Yep.
seal it up.
And stain the front. So just as you're watching them go up, if you're like, oh my gosh, those boards look all crazy, it's just because they're stain in places, but it'll get fixed. So, all right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's your mark out on which side? Do you want to come back and lock at it?
No.
You're just like, you just trust me? So do I need to go get the utility bar to take it off?
23.5, I think.
And then what did we put it at?
I did marked 24.5.
I was thinking, I was like, God, he must have just marked the wrong mark. So we marked the center incorrectly on the trim piece. So once we got it up, we could tell that it wasn't uneven. Now we have it marked correctly. We're gonna take the trim piece off, move it over, and get it on correctly. Well, I was just thinking, just bend them down.
Yeah. Maybe. I'd prefer
If they really came out.
cut them off.
We had to cut them off with the Sawzall.
Yeah. 5/8.
Right in your face, sorry.